Right, good morning, sorry, good afternoon. I'm here on a wild camp, well, heading towards a wild camp, heading to Barf. I'm in a forest and I'm heading to Barf. Now, hopefully I'm going to get there because I've tried to head to Barf a few times and I've either ended up on Broomfell or Lord Seat and Barf's been barfed off. But it's lovely here, dear. Like, it's one of them, it's been a nice week, it's been a beautiful week. I've been out at work, getting a bit of exercise at lunchtime and doing a few mile on, I mean that time. Because I mentioned in my last video a bit of a health problem, but I'm going to tell you more about that later on. Once I get the tent up, it's not a massive health problem, but obviously I'm going to have to learn to live with it, but I'll tell you a little bit about it later on. But yeah, what a place, man. It's peaceful as out. You hear the stream? The birds are tweeting, even though the birds tweeting in the trees. It's the 5th of April. So we're heading this way. And we should be there in about, I'd say about half an hour, 45 minutes. And we'll give us a look around where our camp is. And we'll get the tents put up. These places always remind me of being in Canada. In the Rocky Mountains. I know it's not like the Rocky Mountains, but it's a little bit like the Rocky Mountains, isn't it? Just a little bit. Difference is there's bears and wolves in the Rocky Mountains, where hopefully there's none here. Let's look now there. Is that that's Broomfell there, and that one up there is Lord Seat. We didn't think with that one, but it was too close to the it's called. Oh, hold on. Is it Kirkfell? It's not Kirkfell, not the main Kirkfell. I think it's Kirkfell. A little dry stone wall there from years ago when all this would have been farmland and not forest. That view there, fantastic. A bit windy like, but I think we'll cope. I think we'll be alright. We'll have to be. As long as we're back the car or not. Yeah, a couple of mile anyway. No, there'll be no giving up the night, like. No, not over here, not a chance. Quite steep. Quite a steep old pull up here. But at least it's easy walking, like it's firm and steady, you know. It's not rough. There's some rough walking around here as well. Some steep stuff and all. But not the deer. Gentle away, nice and easy. Easy does it. Wind we're back into the legs of steel. Like the legs of steel back in action. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, it's getting steep here now. We're taking a shortcut through the forest. Oh, by the way, I'm not alone. I've got Sydney. Sydney Potty is with us. Afternoon. I was going to pretend Sid wasn't here. I was going to tell people I was doing a solo. And then I was going to pretend I bumped into tomorrow morning. But you know how it is. I was just sick of that charade after about 10 minutes. Oh, we're still resting now again. We're plodding on anyway. We're plodding on. A couple of old blokes plodding on. I'm older than him, but we're just plodding on. What? Oh, aye. Chill. Oh, the wind's going to be crucifying this. There's Skiddaw and all that. Helvellyn Range, Gleisdale, Coaldale, Horseshoe, Outlying Fells Ave, I don't know what. But anyway, up there's Lord Seat. I've done Lord Seat before, so we're going to carry on across that way towards Barf. I don't know what that name means. I don't know what that name means, Barf. I wonder what it means. Is it short for Bartholomew, maybe? Because some people say that this is the first in the Barf. Bartholomew. Some people say three for three. Now there are some people got these little bits where they're not quite sure what to say. Oh, here I am on the top. As you can hear, it's a wee bit windy. I don't do nothing passing through it there. I didn't think we'd be stopping on the top then. It's a bit of a drop down there, like. Oh, I'm shut on the mic. We'll have one of the boots there, I think.
I'll be coming on top of you.
Yeah? Not sure if they're camping or not, like. Oh. Whew. Look across here, see what's across here. Do we find somewhere shelter? Not too far. What's that? I want to see what's down here. Oh. I'm totally chilled now. Totally chilled. We had to drop off the summit, obviously. Too windy. 30 mile an hour the wind, and that's too much for sleeping in. You want to be comfortable, you know. So anyway, I'm looking towards Skiddaw, Carl side. If you've got the car, is it Hopegill Head? Might not be Hopegill Head. Might be, might not be. Skiddaw Little Man. Binsey across there. And the Northern Fells in the distance, which I've camped on quite a few of them. I think I've only got one or two of them to do. Obviously I've got Skiddaw and this little collection here to do. But I've done most of them. Most of the ones up there. I'm looking down at the Bassin Thwaite and there's someone down there with a yacht, having a good time, tacking back and forwards with the wind. So it's good weather for yachts. It means good weather for wild camping now, but you need to be out that wind. I mean, I'm not one of these thrill seekers who likes to sit. It's not fun. You know, I can look down there, I can just see the cars of the A66 and I can just hear them. I'm hoping the wind changes direction and that sound. It's not a massively intrusive sound, but it's the only thing spoiling it really. Sid's back there in his Nyack and I'm just chilling out here for a little while. Well, is that even a windsurfer or is it a yacht? I'm not sure. Must be a yacht. Can't be a windsurfer. Looks quite big from here, so it's got to be a yacht. Small yacht. And did you know Bassin Thwaite is the only lake in the Lake District? Bassin Thwaite Lake. All the rest of them are waters, meres or tarns. Sure, everybody knows that one, like, but oh, I forgot about Dodd. Dodd's across there, but that's just sort of hiding in it's blending in with Carlside. I will remember that one eventually, like. I call it when my father used to have a name for it, the Dragon's Back or something used to call it. As you came from that side, you'd look and it looked like a dragon's back. I'm not sure if we walked that way once, I'm not sure. If I had some binoculars, I could see if that was a yacht or not. Might just be a windsurfer, you know. And quite a rate of knots, like. So, I'm going to get a drink of, I'll show you what I've got in these. I'll give you a look here. Come and have a look what you could have won. Come and have a look what you could have won. Sid's up there if you can see him, I'm not too sure. But we've got Diet Coke. And we've got salmon and steak for a surf and turf. We've got olives. We've got wholemeal, whole grain, brown whole grain rice, is that right? That's what we've got for tea. Now, you might be saying, you might be wondering, well Mark, where is your beer? Well, I'll tell you where my beer is. I haven't got any beer. Because tomorrow, I'll have been off the beer for a month, exactly a month. So it's the 5th today. the 6th, I will have been off the beer for a month. Last time I had a drink was when I was with Linda across at Amsterdam. I packed in the drink. I wanted to pack the drink in on that holiday, but I got led astray a little bit. But I didn't drink too much. But I had the intentions of packing in then. And then when I got back, I got some news, which I'll tell you about later. I got some news which I've got to pack it in. Well, I haven't got to, but it'd be my best interest to pack it in. So I'll tell you all about that a little later on. I just had a wander up Sid's house there. He's just stopping up the way there. He's got his Nyack. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. I probably mentioned it. He's got his Nyack. Good tense Nyacks, like I like them. I like my tent, like I like my solo, but some people might say it's overkill for tonight. But tell you what it is, if I was on the summit with this tonight, I'd need it because it is windy. I'm going to get my tea. Okay, look for my tent door. Oh, look at that for a view, Look at that for a view. I've missed this, like. I don't know why I haven't been doing. I know why I haven't been doing. I lost interest, but I think I may get interested again. Who knows? Skidoo, we're just planning. Me and Sid's planning Skidoo some night. Might do that some night. The late nights are back now, so that's good. The horrible dark winter. Horrible. Decent weather the past week, you know. There's the steak in. I think it's a sirloin. And I've got salmon in there. And I've got whole grain rice in there. So it's a nice little treat for us. Might wash it down with a can of Coke, or I might make a cup of coffee, I'm not too sure. Look at that view, man. Have a cup of coffee and call it a brew with a view. Nice? No? Maybe not. Said just been doing have a look at my little setup. I've got my normal, my X-Therm, got my new Outkit pillow. And apart from that, I've got an Outhouse new. Yeah, I've got another newish lamp, like, but that's with it. Come on, quite nice this. We've got the salmon's just cooking away there on a slow heat. The steak's resting over there, and I've just got the rice to put in, and that's it. Right to rumble. Still looking beautiful out there, like. Can't believe it. I think I might even go camping next weekend as well. In fact, next weekend I might go on Friday and Saturday. I might do 2 nights. Aye, I might do a local one, local-ish on the Friday night. Then I might head across here or head to Northumberland on the Saturday. Sounds a good plan. But I was saying that I'm meant to be on my bike next week because I've still got my big trip to plan. I've still got that. I've got to get on the bike, train on the bike. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The world's my oyster. So there we go. Surf and turf with whole grain rice. So I'm going to eat that now. I'll spare you the horrible eating bit. I'll let you know what it's like after I've finished it. I think it's going to be very nice. I've had a little taste of salmon. The salmon's cooked to perfection. The steak might be a bit rare, but I like rare steak, so I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, that was very nice, that. The steak was done to perfection. The salmon was a little tiny bit, let's just say undercooked, but it was still edible. In fact, that was probably cooked to perfection as well. But it was a nice protein-rich meal. Now, my health update. Why have I stopped drinking? Why am I eating protein-rich meals? Well, unfortunately, last year I put on a lot of weight. And I was probably drinking too much and eating the wrong food. And 12 months ago I was warned by the doctor that I was pre-diabetic. Now, I stuck to my guns for the first 3 months, 4 months, eating healthy. And generally I do eat healthy. Through the week I eat healthy. On a weekend, I wouldn't say, well, but I would say that I was drinking too much on a weekend. Drinking too many units I mean, I didn't wake up in the morning craving for a drink or get in from work and I'm craving for a drink. I never touched drink through the week. It was just weekends, Fridays and Saturdays. So I piled weight on. I wasn't getting much exercise, and I piled the weight on. And obviously, just after Christmas, the doctor sent for us again. Just after Christmas, exactly. You probably put about half a stone on it. Anyway, I thought this is not going to work well. This, so I went to the doctor's, and I got the bad news. I wasn't surprised. I was expecting, to be honest. I was given a warning. I took any notice, and I would say if anybody is ever given a warning, take notice. If the doctor tells you to do something, do it. So anyway, that's where I'm at. So I went to see the doctor and the nurse on Thursday gone. I thought things were going to be a lot different for us, and to be honest, the only things that have been different is my diet and not drinking. And I had stopped drinking before I went to the doctor's. I had my intentions of stopping drinking then, so that's not bothering us at all. I feel a lot better. I've lost a stone in 5 weeks, or 4 or 5 weeks. I've lost a stone. I feel a lot better. I'm not missing it. Before I did all this, when I used to come camping, I was struggling to get out of the tent. When I was lying on my back, I was struggling to turn over, struggling to stand up once I got out the tent, and I knew it was my weight, because my lungs, my breathing's fine. I was wheezing a bit, but that was what happened. So I thought it's going to be the end of long distance walking. It's going to be the end of long distance cycling. It's going to be the end of a lot of things. But I've been reassured by the nurse. I'm not going into tablets. She says you can keep doing what you're doing, losing the weight and eating a healthy diet, not drinking. And she says there's no reason why you shouldn't, not go on tablets for a long while yet. So I did have carbohydrates there. I had the whole grain rice, but I did get a bit of an arse kicking off the nurse. She said, because I said I wasn't having any carbs at all. She says you need carbs, so I need carbs. I was worried that if I exercise too much, my blood sugar's gonna spike low, and I'm gonna, I don't know, keel over, and have a glycemic fit or whatever it is, and I'm thinking, and I was worried about that, but she's reassured us that I carry on my life as normal, abide by the rules, abide by the rules that I was told to abide by last year. So it's my own fault. I'm not depressed about it. I'm not down about it. I'm disappointed in myself, but it's what life's about, really, isn't it? Trying to keep your, I smoked when I was young. I wish I'd never smoked. I wish I'd never drank as much as I drank. I wish I'd never ate as many cakes as I've ate. I wish I'd kept on running. I packed in running about 10 years ago. I wish I'd kept that up. I really do. I've been wild camping and just living the high life for the past 10 years. It's took its toll. I used to be able to run up these hills. I was telling Sid before, Binsey, I used to run up Binsey and run the little fellas next to it. I used to run Skiddaw, and I used to do all sorts. But that's where I'm at. But anyway, my big trip's still on. She says, when you're in your big trip, eat plenty of carbs, because you're going to be burning them off. So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to take positives from the negatives. To say I've lost weight. My blood pressure is absolutely spot on without any medication. My cholesterol's a bit high. I'm going to try and get that down naturally. I'm going to live a clean, healthy life. I feel as though I've been given a chance. I was given a chance last year. I should have took that chance. I didn't know. I don't think you didn't believe things until it happens to you. Good tip. Good rule of thumb is, like I said before, if a doctor tells you to do something, do it. They're not there just to make things up. They're professional healthcare professionals, Just do as you're told, and you live a long and happy life. But it's not all doom and gloom. In fact, there's not any doom and gloom. It hasn't depressed us in any way. It hasn't getting us doing in any way. It's one of them things. It's a life, isn't it? It's a life we live nowadays. Fast food and fast cars. I haven't got a fast car. My car's nearly, how long is my car? Yeah, that's a little. That's 16 years old. Let me fast car. But anyway, all the money I'm saving. Sorry, excuse me. All the money I'm saving, I might have a midlife crisis. Well, a late midlife, an end of life crisis, like a back end of the life crisis. What would you call it? I don't know. Late 50s crisis. I might get myself a motorbike. I've got a hankering for a motorbike. But I've gone through stages, you see. The yacht on the lake before. I wanted a yacht a while ago. Then I fancied a camper van, and I fancied a motorhome. I fancied converting a van, and I thought I can't be arsed with that. Can't be bothered with that. And now my latest one's a motorbike. I fancy touring Europe. I can't drive a motorbike. Sorry. Excuse me, again. I cannot ride a motorbike. I haven't even passed my test. But I might take the test, and the money I'm saving, flash motorbike. My wife will not can for the idea. Like my mother will definitely not can for the idea. But I mean, I'm not going to buy some big fast Yamasaki doodah like GSX, whatever Ducati, like 200 mile an hour thing. I fancy a touring bike, a decent touring bike. I fancy if I won the lottery, I'd buy a new Honda Goldwing. But I haven't got enough. I haven't got 30 grand. So maybe it's a Honda NT 1100. They're only 1400 quid new, top of the range. With the two panniers on the side. I'm getting carried away, aren't I? Yeah. No, I could see myself. Sitting beside the filling station on a Sunday morning, having a breakfast with my big bike parked next to us and my camping gear. And I could see myself doing that. Like, maybe. But anyway, clean life, clean living. No more drinking. I might drink in the future. I don't know. I might never drink again, or I might drink again. But I know one thing was certain: I'm not going to be drinking to the extent that I used to drink. I'm not going to be drinking the. I would stick to the guidelines, which is next to out really. It's easy to do. Your life's a lot better with alcohol. Believe me, it is. I feel great. I feel fantastic. And I've got another 2 stone again yet. Anyway, that's me update. Sorry for waffling on for too long. See if there's anybody about. I don't think there is. There was some people here before we thought were staying here, but they signed them like. So we're having a while. It's a bit windy up here, like. I'm glad we haven't camped. And I wouldn't care, we just walked past a lovely flat shelf where we could have both fitted on. But too late now. Not changing things now. I don't think any people are up here, Mark. Yeah. Just a little wander, just to fill some time in. Have a look at the views. Excuse the wind. Oh, look at this for a view. Whew. There's Kazakh doing there. Where's Braithwaite? It's that Braithwaite there. Port and Scale, Kazakh. Oh, it's windy up here. The top end of Bassingthwaite. I'm glad we camped where we are, to be honest. Whew. I don't know if you can see what tents from here. I've left mine open full of snakes. The thing with snakes, it's quite nearly perched now. Alright, good air. Probably a canny sunset if we're on top of the Lord's seat. This is mad, this like, just spilled coke. Right, I think I've had enough. Wind chill on my hands is terrible. I'm gonna turn it off. Oh well, here we go. Trying to get into the light. I've got my light hanging up there. Obviously it's dark now. Sid's away to bed. Well, he's away to bed, or he's away to, I don't know, doing whatever he's doing. It's been a a good night. Like it's good to be back out. It's lovely and quiet. You can hear geese right down by the, must be on Boston Thwaite. Making a right racket. I can hear the cars on the road every now and again, but the road's quiet now, very quiet. Just a peaceful night. I'll cry my sleeping bag in a minute. I don't know what to have anymore. I've got one more can of Coke. I don't think I'm going to bother with it. I think I'll just have that tomorrow. Oh, I'll have a coffee in the morning for breakfast. I've got some beef jerky, and I'll have that for breakfast. I think I'll have a cup of coffee, and then we'll set off. It's about 4 mile back the car, so it'll be a nice little downhill. If it's been 4 mile in, it's uphill all the way, just about. So it was a nice little walk in, like good leg stretch. Not used to having the big heavy bag on my back anymore, so it didn't bother us too much. Lovely tea, cracking tea, and I'd usually be sipping me whiskey now, and I'll sip me red wine, one of the two, but not anymore. Them days are gone. Hear a noise outside the tent now. I don't think it's Sid. I think there's something creeping around outside my tent. Probably maybe a fox or a deer. There's no sheep. I haven't seen a sheep all day. Of course, the farmers will have them down in the lower level land now when the lambs, won't they? Especially here, like. Oh, I think it's geese. I can hear. I think what I need, the only thing I'm missing from my camping setup is a pair of down booties. I think they're my next purchase, definitely. Because my feet's a bit cold, like. Well, let's see, I'm going to get my sleeping bag shortly. So, unless anything exciting happens, I'll see you in the morning. Good night now. Good morning. It's not a bad view, is it? To wake up to in the morning. It's just a normal ritual. Got the coffee on. Oh, there we go. I've got 2-in-1s instead of 3-in-1s. But it was let's say it wasn't a good night's sleep. I'm on a slight slope and I kept sliding down. I've slept. I've had like an hour, then I've woke up, then I've had another hour and I've woke up. I've been doing that since about 2 o'clock this morning. It's 8 o'clock now. It's not bad. I mean, another nice day. I wish I was staying out here. But, go home. Chores to do. I was going to pop in the filling station, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to head straight back. About 3.5-4 mile walk back to the car. So that'll give us a nice leg stretch. I'll be ready for something to eat once I get home. Nothing to report through the night. Nothing untoward. Now I've seen a soul up here. Apart from when we first arrived yesterday, there was three or four people who looked as though they were going to camp up here, but they didn't. They must have moved on, might have moved further down the other side. Apart from that, I've not seen anybody, so it's a good place to come if you want a little bit of solitude. I mean, I didn't want to bump into. I can't be bothered with people. I'm quite a solitary character nowadays. I like to keep myself to myself. It's the best way now. Don't get involved. Do your own thing. There's a bloke on YouTube called Sealing. Is it the Wave Rover? The Wave Rover story. He built his own little yacht and that, and this, that, and the other, and he just sails the seas on his own, right? And he's got the saying says, "Forge your own adventure." That's what he says at the end of every one of his videos. So, forge your own adventure. That's right now, like, you want any shit to put up with. But there we go. There's a view of the Northern Fells. They're nice fells now if you want to keep away from people. You don't see many people across there. But the likes of these fells here are very popular. Skill. What have you? Oh! So that's me. Coffee nearly come to the boil. I've got some beef jerky for my breakfast. What a breakfast, eh? Breakfast of champions. Maybe. Protein, like. I don't know, it's gonna help me muscles, but I've got energy from the race from yesterday, so I'll make it back to the car, definitely. I'll make it as far as the car, I would imagine. Binsey. Could we do Binsey on a future camp? I've camped it there once before, but I think it's due a return visit. We'll see. Dead easy. That could be a Friday night, that. Drive over, park the car there, get up, camp on Binsey, and off you pop the next day. Go somewhere else. The bigger one the next day. Just use that one, easier selling. There's the sun. I was going to get up and watch the sunrise, but do you know what? I could never be bothered. I just like that. I like a good steep. Not wrong in that, really, is there? Got me coffee there. Had me beef jerky. It was quite a surprisingly nice breakfast, to be honest. Tell you what, I just remembered they had a strange dream last night. I was like nodding off my tent and I heard this noise. When I looked outside, Vicky Pollard was gone past on an e-bike. I think that's like alcohol withdrawal, isn't it? I think strange dreams and that. Weird. Aye. Yeah, but no, but going back on it, gone past on an e-bike. Didn't see her out of us, just muttering away to herself. Weird. When I was Sydney 40 years awake yet. I'll have a peek at the door. Can't see any movement, like, but he probably needs tent porch, brewing a pot like me. These sign of said, like, I'll have a wander up. Well, I can't for a while. It's gonna have one at the summit, but it's still that wind in it. It's cold, and it's pointless going to the summit because it's that windy that you're not really going to be enjoying it. Very, very windy. Sheltered, yeah, I like a bit, but still catching us, like. It's time for a wander. And then come back and just drop down the tent. I had this tent now for, it must be over 10 years. And just a brilliant bit of kit, like, been worth every penny. I think I paid $6.50 for it. That shows how long ago it was. It was brand new from George Fisher's. 650. No, it's still spot on. Still great. Probably do a new set of pours. I think the pours are a little bit misshapen. I might. I don't know whether to move to black label pours. Is there any point? I don't think so. I don't camp in wild weather. If it's over 50 mile an hour winds, that's, well, if it's over 40 mile an hour, that's me. I'm not gone. No, I've experienced enough to know that that's not good fun. Unless you're in a nice little sheltered spot, which is unpredictable because you don't know which way the wind's going to turn. But it's a lovely morning, like, apart from the wind. I wish the wind would just do one. It's like winter with the wind. I mean, technically it's just gone into spring, really, isn't it? Sydney, that's a good tent, like the Nyack. I could have one of them, like, definitely. Someday. Good bike, backpacking tent. Ideal for bike packing. See if I can get up there. There we go. Oh. So to get away from my house, my camp, you've got to come this way. I'll pull this up a bit. Got to watch him trip all the strings. Yeah, you've got to come this way. Down to the little path. Ooh, I twisted my ankle there. Down to the little path. Just make a sway very carefully to the little path. And then take a right up to Sid's place. We'll see if he's awake. See if he's out and about. If he's not, I might have a wander at having that coffee. And out stopping us. No hurry. It's great in the morning, all waking up fresh. I mean, I could quite easily pack up if I didn't have a job. Unfortunately, I've got a job. If I didn't have a job, I could head off on another camp tonight. Can't, well, saying that, set off first, wouldn't I? I used to do a Pennine camp, drop set off, head up in the Pennines. The North Pennines, that is. I can hear him moving a boot like. So he must be awake. If he's not awake, he's going to be awake shortly. Time I get rampaging and run the tent. Oh, it's steep this, like. There we go. See if he's a... Can't hear the stove gun. It's got a canny little patch here, like. See, you got a canny patch here, like. Aye. Better than mine. I'm on a slant. Hardly slept all night. Sliding down the bottom of the tent.
Oh,
Maybe that's the Nyack. I'm seeing, turn the camera, that's the Nyack. See the Nyack there. So it's got the scalloped bottoms for airflow. It's more of a, it's a yellow label. Yellow label, I said. That's red label, mine. And the black label. The curl on fabric guns up in weight. And denier, every label, I think. There we go. That's a view from where I've camped. Nice little spot. I'll come back here again. I think I've picked picked the one that Sid had, like, because it's got a lot. It's a lot flatter. But I'd say this is the best view. Maybe I could have put. Nah, it's just slightly sloping. My sleeping bag's very, very slippy against the mat, so I might look at getting a cover for the roll for the mat, just to add to the comfort. To be honest, it's a comfortable mat, but obviously the sleeping bag I've got at the minute, it's a Robin's Ice Line. It's a warm bag. It's a decent bag. It's centre zip, and it's synthetic. It's not down. I'm trying to keep away from down. I've mentioned before. It's not good. Not good. Down's not that great. Look at that. That's what a view. So I think I'll get up and have a look where Sid is and get a last few photos of his tent, and then we'll shoot off. Shouldn't take a long to get back. I would say 1.5, and then a couple of hours drive back for about 1 o'clock-ish, I think. So look. Oh yeah, 1:30. That was for the grass there in the heather. That's where I was. It's a pity. It wasn't just that little bit. The far end of it needs to be about 3 or 4 degrees higher up to level it out. But Sid's packed away just about. And we're going to head that way. Well, mate, I've been at Lord's Seat before. Is there any point in going at Lord's Seat? Is there any point? No, not really. Look, I was just see if there's any decent patches up there, like. But see this patch here where Sid is, it's more or less perfectly level. Would have been ideal, but it hasn't got the views that one's got, because you're right on the edge. You've got a good view of the lake, and you've got a good view of them forests, the woods down there, and the side of the lake on this side as well. So it's probably the better of the pictures, but it's not quite flat. Out in the distance there, and I can pick it up on the camera, that's Broomfell. That's quite a nice spot. And that one there is Lord's Seat. We're just going to skirt to the left of it. I've been out a couple of times before, it's pointless. Oh, I have a view there, look at that. Look at that. There's Mr. Sid James. Ah, he's real name's Marty. Race car Sid. Oh. The wind's picking up, as you'll probably notice on the camera. The microphone will be picking that up. I'm trying to shield it, but whew, it's getting up. I'm glad we dropped off the top last night. A few people walking up this morning. Nice view of Drysdale Pike. And I'm walking down, we're coming up a slightly different, we're going down a slightly different way to where we come up yesterday. This is the way I came down the last time. I followed the track. There is a shortcut, but it's a little bit muddy. You've got to pick your way through the bog, so I find this a bit easier. Like. Not the bog was too much, it was just a little bit. This might put a few extra steps on the walk anyway. That's all about the steps in it, all about the exercise. Oh, look, I've been felling a bit here. The sun's lovely on my face, might get a bit of a tan. Yeah, we can, folks. Yeah, there's your forest clearing for you. I'm bumping the Vicky Pollard e-bike, fleeing around the corner. Out of the light, into the darkness. There's no footpath up that way. I wonder if that goes to Barf, maybe. It's got my 53 on. 53. Can't read it. But I think the path goes round to the right here. We end up back in the track we started yesterday. So this has been a little welcome addition to our distance. I think we'll have over 4 mile now. Time we get back to the car. I'll do hill, but you still gotta walk the distance. Lovely, lovely and cool here. Right, that's it. Back to the car. 4 mile. Exactly 4.02. Sid's what laughing's thinking, what do you want to be 4 mile? If I said I want to be 4 mile, because I want to do 4 mile. I want to do 3.9. I want to do 4 mile because it looks more. Just the way I am. Just a little obsession I used to have. If I was away for a run and I'd run like, I don't know, 4.8 mile, it would do me head in. So I would just keep on going, spin around in circles. I'll leave you that view anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-ra now.